And then that's basically the fingers that I use to control. And my other hands, my other fingers, I kind of gently wrap around the bottom. All right? So that is the type of grip that I would use if I want to really be able to control my hits, to control the bachi. Right? So when I'm playing, my fingers, my thumb is basically kind of like sitting on top, and then like the drum would be underneath. So if I'm kind of holding it like this, and then I'm just gently bringing like these other fingers around, so you have a grip on the bachi, but it's not like what we call a death grip. What we don't want is we don't want something that's like this, where you're having to move all of your like elbow and your this part of your arm a lot. All right. We want to be able to allow the bachi, our drumsticks, to be able to bounce. All right. So I'm kind of using right here. If you think about a fulcrum point, like this is the point where everything's kind of bouncing, and then the other hands are just kind of giving it some stability, but it's still bouncing within my palm right there. All right. The other thing is we don't want to be gripped too high up on the bachi. All right. We don't want to be up here, but we also, for our group at least, we don't want to be at the very end of our bachi. So usually what I say is from the bottom of your palm, you want maybe like an inch or so of space from the bottom of the bachi. All right. So those are just some good tips in terms of control. Another thing is, as you start to learn how to play and then adjust your grip, and this is for maybe the more experienced members, you can change your grip, and basically the farther back that you come on your bachi, the more kind of power you get, but the less control. All right? So if I'm moving my fulcrum point, and I'm using kind of like my ring finger and my thumb, and I'm kind of wrapping that around, I don't have that control that I would have with like this, with my pointer finger and thumb, but I have a lot more power, right? Because the tip of the bachi has a longer distance that it's hitting, for those who understand that reference. So, but for most people, especially if you're starting out, I would recommend using this grip, pointer finger, thumb at the end, and then gently wrapping around, and then you're really using your pointer finger and your thumb to really control your motions. All right, next, in terms of stance, let's see. I don't want to use, I'm actually, Josephine, I'm going to still this drum just real quick, just because most of us are playing on the Nagato Taiko. So I'll real briefly explain. So this style drum, kind of the wine barrel style as we call it, this is what is called a Nagato. N-A-G-A-D-O, Nagato. So we have Taiko, but usually when we're putting something before Taiko, we say Daiko with a D, all right? So when we're describing this type of drum, we're saying Nagato Daiko, all right? Same thing. This is Nagato, these wine barrel shaped ones. These, all right, that have the bolts on them, these are called shime, so shime Daiko, all right? And then these are our okedo, or oke, and so okedo daiko. So the okedo are a little bit different than most of our other drums in that, as most of you know, we can actually strap these on. They're a lot lighter weight than most of our other drums, and we can carry them around. And then kind of our last type that we have are these hira daiko. So they're kind of like the shime, but they don't have like the bolt system. So they're kind of a lot like more of a thinner, flatter pancake style, but they're kind of constructed, I guess, in a similar sort of way to how our Nagato Daiko are, but they're a lot thinner. So those are our hira daiko. So Nagato Daiko, shime daiko, okedo daiko, and then our hira daiko. So when we're at, actually, I'm going to switch up with you, sweetie. Do you want to explain about stance? Because I don't think I can stand very great right now.
So you should be standing right behind your taiko. So find the center of your drum, and your belly button should line up with the center of the drum. You don't want to be to the standing to the side and like this. Okay, and then so your feet should be apart. And then your knees should be slightly bent. I like to put my left foot slightly slightly in front so I can have a better balance. But it's really up to you. You can stand perfectly flat too. So spread your knees, spread your legs, and bend your knees, and then adjust your height. So your belly button should be about, I don't know, what is this, 2 inches? Above
You need a taller drum, yeah.
above that, yeah. So
Oh, where
color,
did you go?
if you're tall, you want to get a tall drum. If you're short like me, you can get a short drum. So, but you don't want to bend forward or backward or like crouch over to adjust your height, because that's not going to be very comfortable. So this is how you're going to adjust your height. Let's see, your torso should be straight. Imagine you have a hair being pulled to the sky from here, and just trying to stand as tall as you can, like this. Your shoulders are relaxed, and then your arms should be in front of you. If your elbow is behind you, you're probably standing too close to the drum, so back up a little bit, and then make sure your elbows are slightly in front of you or to the side. And make sure you have some space here. You want like a fist, maybe a fist. You want to be able to put your fist in here, so this would be too tight and this would be a little bit too wide. Or maybe you're too short for the drum. So something like this. Anything else with the stage?
No, I think that's
And then,
big parts.
yeah, so hold your bachi like Baron showed you earlier, and then just kind of let it dangle to your side. Just kind of relax. And notice the angle. Notice your bachi and your arm are not in a perfect line, like this, but it's a little bit to the angle. It's a very wide angle, right? So keep this, and then just bring your arm like this without changing anything in your wrist. Okay? And just kind of do this a few times. Yeah, and now step behind your drum and then do the same thing, but this time bring your bachi to the center of the drum. Not the dead center, but maybe about 1 inch or 2 apart. Yeah, and then bring it down, and then bring it up. Try not to touch the drum yet. Let your bachi kind of float about 1 inch above the drum, and see if you can just stay there without letting it float somewhere. Yeah, and just bring it down, and bring it up, and let's look at our stance. Make sure your torso is straight, your knees are slightly bent, you're not leaning back, you're not leaning forward. Yeah, so bring your bachi apart a little bit. You should have, I don't know, a pizza maybe. A very big piece of pizza. You don't want like a snack size pizza. It's a decent like 1/8 slice of pizza in front of you. Okay, don't be greedy. The quarter is a little too much. So about 1/8 of a pizza here.